Every day here is just, it's such a special feeling being at work every day here. Like, you don't feel like you're at work and you don't want to leave. It's pretty iconic. I mean, look at this place we're in now with Puma and with all the historic cars they have here. It's great to be able to finally see firsthand Ferrari's history.
The Formula One world is buzzing with anticipation as Lewis Hamilton prepares for his debut race with Ferrari at the 2025 Australian Grand Prix. The seven-time world champion has made a series of remarkable statements ahead of this historic moment that have sent shockwaves through the motorsport community. Hamilton's confidence, excitement, and bold predictions about Ferrari's championship potential reveal a driver rejuvenated by his move to the iconic Italian team. Lewis Hamilton is now heading to Melbourne to prepare for the 2025 Australian Grand Prix on March the 16th, marking his official race debut with Scuderia Ferrari. With just 10 days remaining until this pivotal moment, Hamilton has expressed remarkable confidence, despite limited preparation time with his new team. Speaking to Sky Sports, Hamilton stated,
"Seeing last week, I can't believe the race is already next week, so I already start to make my venture to Australia on Friday, so that's when it really starts to be, it will start to sink in a little bit as the weekend kind of arrives, this weekend before. And no, but I feel excited. I feel we're as best prepared as we could be given the short space of time that I've had. There's still things."
Hamilton's unprecedented career switch from Mercedes to Ferrari has been one of the most closely followed stories in Formula One. The seven-time world champion completed a 1,000-kilometer TPC test in Ferrari's older models in January, followed by sessions with the SF25, the team's 2025 Challenger, during preseason testing in Bahrain. The British driver appears focused on the pure racing aspect of his new challenge, adding,
"That I've had. There's still things to learn, but I'm just excited to get going. I love racing, and so all the other stuff is stuff I love less. Racing is what I love. Being at Melbourne, it's going to be very reminiscent of my first Grand Prix there."
Ferrari's decision to sign Hamilton prompted speculation about the move being primarily a marketing exercise. Team chairman John Elkann firmly rejected these claims in a recent interview with Time magazine. Elkann said, "I think it's really unfair to Lewis, some of the comments saying, 'This is a marketing operation.' Truth be told, Lewis doesn't need that. Ferrari doesn't need that. What we need to do is win championships and do great things on the track. If that happens, what we can do outside of the track in some ways takes care of itself. There are unlimited possibilities." Reports suggested that Hamilton was the one who approached Ferrari first during the 2023 season winter break, though these rumors remain unconfirmed, regardless of how the partnership came to be. Hamilton's arrival at Ferrari has generated tremendous excitement among fans and within the team. Hamilton has been remarkably candid about his feelings regarding the move to Ferrari, expressing a level of excitement that surprised even himself. The transition marks a significant moment in his career after 12 seasons with Mercedes, during which he won 7 world championships.
And I'm still like pinching myself. Like next week when I get to the race, I'm going to be starting the Grand Prix in red. Like, wow. It's, I don't have the words to really explain just how excited I am, but I'm trying to just stay cool and calm. But for sure, arriving in red is going to be cool.
The 40-year-old driver expressed surprise at his own enthusiasm at this stage of his career. He said, "When I was much younger, I definitely didn't think in my 19th season or 19th year, whatever it is, that I would be this excited. I never thought at this point in my career I would have so much excitement, wanting to be at work early, wanting to put in even extra levels of work to achieve the dream. I've just felt this new wave of life and energy." Hamilton has described his integration into the Ferrari team as remarkably smooth and positive. "This past month couldn't have gone any different, and it couldn't have gone any better," he stated. "Things along the way, they had to happen. The private test in Barcelona had to happen. Every day has been significant and about building foundations. The transition process appears to have been intense, yet productive." Hamilton explained, "While we had to cram a lot in a small space of time, we haven't rushed it. We've still taken our time. We've just been working flat out. In the days long days, that's what we're here for." After completing 115 laps in the SF25 during testing, Hamilton described his developing relationship with the car, stating, "It's a bit early to say, but I'm really enjoying the car. We're slowly bonding." He acknowledged the differences in car handling compared to his previous Mercedes. All the settings are so different. So even just brake bias and all those sorts of things, it's much different to what I had in the previous place. Hamilton added, "It's not necessarily unlearning what I did before, but kind of relearning this new way of working and where the car likes to be driven. It likes to be driven differently, and that's a really fun journey learning that. But at the moment, it feels that we definitely feel the car underneath me. I feel that the car is responding to my inputs." Perhaps the most shocking aspect of Hamilton's recent statements has been his outright confidence in Ferrari's championship potential. When asked if he thought Ferrari was ready to win the World Championship, Hamilton's response was direct and unambiguous. Yes. Hamilton elaborated on this belief. "I've worked with 2 World Championship winning teams before. I know what a winning team looks and feels like. The passion here is like nothing you've ever seen. They've got absolutely every ingredient they need to win a world championship, and it's just about putting all the pieces together." The British driver has been seeking to surpass Michael Schumacher's record of 7 world championships since 2021, when he narrowly lost to Max Verstappen in controversial circumstances. His confidence in Ferrari's ability to help him achieve this goal has been striking. When specifically asked by The Athletic if he felt more hopeful than ever about winning an 8th title, Hamilton replied emphatically, "Yes, he continued. But I'm also aware there's a lot of drivers that never ever get to win a world championship. First and foremost, I've been fortunate to work in 2 teams previously, work in great organizations, and you see in the history of the sport where you've got great teams and things don't align, and they end up, some of them, not winning world championships." Hamilton pointed to Ferrari's heritage as a source of confidence, but this team already has an insane legacy, and they're not short of how many world championships they've won, so I think in their DNA they have that winning mentality. In a revealing statement about his mindset, Hamilton said, "For me, it's the first. Winning a championship with Ferrari is the first. That's what I'm working towards. I don't think about the number 8, I'm thinking about the first championship that the team's won for some time." Hamilton's transition to Ferrari comes after challenging final seasons at Mercedes. Since losing the 2021 driver's title to Verstappen, Hamilton finished 6th, 3rd, and then 7th in 2024, trailing Verstappen by 214 points in the last season. His British Grand Prix victory in July 2024 ended a 2.5-year winless streak. Despite these recent struggles, Hamilton has shown promising form during preseason testing with Ferrari. He set the pace on the second morning of testing in Bahrain, suggesting that the partnership might be immediately competitive.
It's been a long winter, but it's also been very short. But I'm really grateful we had good testing last week. I can't believe the race is already next week, so I already start to make my venture to Australia on Friday, so that's when it really starts to it will start to sink in a little bit as the weekend kind of...
The SF25 is reportedly Ferrari's strongest car in recent years, potentially providing Hamilton with the machinery needed to challenge for wins and championships. Ferrari has not won a driver's championship since Kimi Räikkönen's triumph in 2007, and their last constructor's title came in 2008. Creating a 17-year drought that Hamilton hopes to end. Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari has become the focal point of Formula One discussions. The 7-time world champion's decision to leave Mercedes after 12 seasons has sparked intense interest. Valtteri Bottas, Hamilton's former teammate, has shared his thoughts on this significant career shift. Bottas, who partnered with Hamilton at Mercedes from 2017 to 2021, believes this move could reinvigorate Hamilton's championship aspirations. In a recent interview with Sky Sports, Bottas expressed his views on Hamilton's motivation and the potential outcomes of this transition. Bottas stated,
I think he's highly motivated for the year. It's something new and refreshing for him, which it can be a good trigger sometimes, but...
This comment suggests that the change of environment could provide Hamilton with a fresh perspective and renewed energy. Hamilton's decision to join Ferrari follows a challenging period with Mercedes. The introduction of new ground effect regulations in 2022 presented significant obstacles for the team. The Mercedes W13 and W14 cars failed to provide Hamilton with the confidence he had during his dominant years. Despite occasional strong performances, Hamilton struggled to adapt to the new machinery. The difficulties were so severe that Hamilton reportedly considered retiring from the sport. This context shows the significance of his move to Ferrari. It represents not just a change of team, but potentially a rekindling of his passion for racing. Bottas's comments indicate his belief that this fresh start could be beneficial for Hamilton. The Finnish driver's close working relationship with Hamilton during their time as teammates lends credibility to his assessment. However, Bottas also highlighted an intriguing aspect of Hamilton's move to Ferrari. The dynamic between Hamilton and his new teammate Charles Leclerc. Bottas said, but also keen to see how they get on with Charles. This statement introduces an element of anticipation about how these two top-tier drivers will coexist within the same team. Bottas's observation touches on a crucial aspect of Formula One team dynamics. Ferrari has faced challenges in managing two-star drivers simultaneously. The team has experienced internal rivalries from Fernando Alonso and Felipe Massa to more recent tensions between Sebastian Vettel and Leclerc, and even between Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. Leclerc, who joined Ferrari in 2019, was widely regarded as the future leader of the team. Hamilton's arrival inevitably alters this dynamic. The question now is how Ferrari will manage these two exceptional talents. Will they compete on equal terms, or will Hamilton's status as a seven-time world champion influence the team's strategy? These questions add complexity to the upcoming Formula One season. The Hamilton-Leclerc partnership has the potential to be one of the most formidable driver lineups in recent F1 history. However, it also carries the risk of internal competition that could impact team harmony. While Hamilton embarks on his new journey with Ferrari, Bottas is entering a new phase in his career. The Finnish driver has returned to Mercedes, but this time in a reserve role. His primary responsibility will be mentoring young talent, particularly Kimi Antonelli, who is being groomed as a potential future star for the Silver Arrows. Despite stepping back from full-time racing, Bottas remains optimistic about Mercedes' prospects.
Yeah, of course, I hope that Mercedes can be in the fight for the championship, which is everyone's target over here.
And if not, Lewis, you still in touch with him? You're still friendly? I mean, even Toto said that if we can't win, then maybe he's the one. It'd be nice to see that.
Yeah, of course. I think he's highly motivated for the year. It's something new and refreshing for him, which...
The 2025 Formula One season is shaping up to be one of the most competitive in recent memory. Red Bull remains a dominant force with Max Verstappen at the helm. McLaren has emerged as a serious contender in recent years. Now, with Hamilton joining Ferrari, the Italian team boasts two of the most talented drivers on the grid. On paper, Mercedes may not appear to be the favorites for the title. However, Bottas believes that if the team can make significant progress with their new W16 car, and if other top teams falter, Mercedes could find themselves back in championship contention sooner than expected. The upcoming season opener in Melbourne will be a pivotal moment. All eyes will be on Hamilton as he makes his Ferrari debut on Mercedes, as they seek to reclaim their former glory, and on the grid as a whole as the competitive landscape of Formula One continues to evolve. Bottas's comments have intensified the anticipation for the new season. His insights, drawn from years of first-hand experience working alongside Hamilton, provide a valuable perspective on this monumental shift in the Formula One landscape. The Finnish driver's assessment of Hamilton's motivation levels is particularly noteworthy. I think he's highly motivated for the year. This statement suggests that far from being discouraged by recent challenges, Hamilton is energized by the prospect of a new challenge with Ferrari. Bottas's use of the word trigger is especially interesting. It implies that the move to Ferrari could act as a catalyst, sparking a resurgence in Hamilton's performance. Given Hamilton's track record of rising to challenges throughout his career, this assessment from Bottas carries significant weight. The 2025 Formula One season is poised to be a major turning point for Ferrari. The Italian team has not clinched a World Drivers' title since Kimi Raikkonen's victory in 2007. Despite coming close on several occasions with drivers like Felipe Massa, Fernando Alonso, Sebastian Vettel, and Charles Leclerc, all finishing as runners-up, the championship has remained elusive. The anticipation surrounding Hamilton's arrival at Ferrari is palpable. It's not just about Hamilton's quest for a record-breaking 8th title, it's also about Ferrari's hunger to return to the pinnacle of the sport. The convergence of these ambitions has created a perfect storm of excitement in the Formula One community. Adding to the intrigue are reports about Ferrari's new car for the 2025 season, the SF25. According to sources, the vehicle has undergone a significant transformation compared to its predecessor. It reportedly features a new aerodynamic approach, including a shift to a pull rod front suspension layout. This change is expected to improve airflow and reduce drag, potentially generating more downforce, a crucial factor in modern Formula One racing. Interestingly, this suspension layout is similar to what Hamilton worked with during his time at Mercedes. This familiarity could potentially ease Hamilton's transition to the new car, allowing him to extract maximum performance from the outset. However, Ferrari isn't the only team with high ambitions for the 2025 season. Red Bull's Max Verstappen will be seeking his 5th consecutive Drivers' Championship title, while the team aims to regain the Constructors' Championship. McLaren, buoyed by their strong performances in recent years, is also looking to add to their trophy cabinet. Even Mercedes, despite the challenges they've faced in recent years, remains optimistic about their chances. George Russell Hamilton's former teammate has expressed confidence that the team is moving in the right direction. Bottas, from his new vantage point as Mercedes' reserve driver, believes that the 2025 season could be one of the most thrilling in recent memory. He said,
just how competitive it was. I mean, I think Lando is the bookmakers' favourite for the championship, and yet, I think Charles Leclerc scored more points after the summer break, and Lewis is going there. So, how do you see things?
It's going to be good to watch. I can already tell that, and because the gaps are quite small at the top, even between 4 or 5 teams, it's going to be really hard to predict, which is good. I think it's good for the spectators, it's good for the sport. And
Bottas emphasized the importance of the early races in setting the tone for the championship battle.
Good for the sport, and the first few races will give a direction, but like we saw last year, with the small margins, if somebody makes a step, that's a game changer. So yeah, of course, I hope that Mercedes can be in the fight for the championship, which is everyone's target over here.
And if not, Lewis, you're still in touch with him, you're still friendly. I mean, even Toto said that if we can't win, then maybe he's the one. It'd be nice to see that.
Yeah, of course. I think he's highly motivated for the year. It's something new and refreshing for him, which